So my major scientific interest is interactions between various processes. We're looking at the interplay between hydrological processes, biological, biogeochemical processes, and man-made activities, including agricultural management. And we are interested how the one affects the other and vice versa, and how the whole interplay reacts on climate change, for example, etc. So there's a lot of complexity around, and it's really interesting, highly interesting. Well, I joined SALV in 2008, and I immediately started work at the Quillow catchment because I was involved in a group of scientists in my department who introduced me to the work, and I was quite excited about the opportunities and about the data that I found in the AgroScapeLab. Well, what is particular in regard to hydrology, honestly speaking, it's particular in the sense that there is nothing particular. It's as complex as nearly everywhere else. And that's what we actually need. As scientists, we need to have the challenge we need. And I'm no longer interested in single processes. I'm interested in the interplay, and there are many, many different processes interacting, even in terms of hydrology. Yeah, we do have the small streams. We have the small lakes on one hand side, which are connected to an upper aquifer, groundwater system. Then there's a lower aquifer, a groundwater system that's disconnected from the uppermost. Although there's a little bit of exchange, then there's an exchange to between different land use classes, forests, patches, arable fields, water bodies, and then there's a transpiration by the plants. Evapotranspiration differs quite a lot between different arable fields, between forests, between wetlands, which then induces lateral fluxes. There's moisture transported laterally between, let's say, wetland areas and arable fields, and which makes it really complex and makes it interesting. Yeah, it came much as a surprise how different adjacent small lakes can be and are in terms of water quality, in terms of plants, macrophytes, in terms of other organisms, although they are only 10 meters or so apart from each other. And at the first sight, they do not seem to have anything in common, but having a closer look at it and we applied modern data science approaches, then we realized that, well, more or less they're all doing the same, but not at the same time, which makes it really complex when you look only at small subset of the data. So the farmers play a crucial role because they manage most of the landscape, and we want to have data from them, and we want to understand why and what they do. And it's good to know that we have a close cooperation with most of the farmers, which is mainly by the head of our research station, who meets regularly with the farmers and have an exchange of ideas and results. So there's no single favorite landscape element. What I like the most is are places where different landscape elements are in close vicinity to each other. For example, one of the small lakes within a forest, or close to a stream, or an arable field close to a hedgerow, etc. Because that's where most of the process occur, and there's a lot of dynamics in these places.